What happened? What you need? Oh, am I? Yeah. Well, how come I don't see it on my phone? You see me? Hey, y'all. If you in here, give me a second. I can't find my own Bible on my phone. But see if you see me on your phone. I don't see it on the phone. Y'all, I don't use this program, so I don't know. Oh, Tramel. I see positive Mukbang. Tramel, how do I undo this reminder? You set it to go live at 11:15. So even though it's not live. When you hit the live button, it goes live. Well, oh, there we go. Now it's live. I found it. Oh, there we go. Because it just went live, that's why. All right, thank you. Go back and lay down. Sorry. Oh, it's hot in here. It's hot in here because I was getting frustrated. When I get frustrated, I get hot. Come on through, y'all. Come on through. Come on through, y'all. Come on through. Whew, child, it's hot. Today it's going to be hot and humid. Hey, blogs. Hey, positive, if you already came in. Because I know it says you set your reminder. Whew. Y'all, it's hot in this room. Because it's going to be hot today. I'm taking this hat off. Even though it's cute with my little outfit, I'm taking this hat off because it's hot. It's making me hotter. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy Independence Day. Hey, Florida. Happy Independence Day. Hey, Reese Cup. Happy Independence Day, everyone. You know what the state of the world and how 2020 is going. Don't be surprised if some aliens don't come today, like in the movie. Leave my hat alone, Jamal. Don't be surprised if some aliens don't come like in the movie and take over today. Hey, Monica. Y'all, so Tramel is missing because he hasn't been feeling good in the last couple of days. But the reason why he hasn't been feeling good, we figured it out, is because you guys know he told y'all he hasn't been taking any of his medicine for like the last 3-4 months. So now that he has it all and he's taking it all, his body has to get used to it. So he'll be up and fine, and then he just, before he takes the medicine, then when he takes it, it's like his body crashes to get used to it. So that's why he's not sitting here with me. I'm sure he may spin through like a tornado. At some point in the live, he may. Or if he doesn't, that's the reason why. Because he set up everything because he was getting ready to do it. And he was like, this is the medicine. Because once he took his medicine, everything started going haywire. So I'm in his chair because I have to control everything now. And he'll sit in my chair if he decides to come to the live. But thank all of you guys for coming today. Before I begin, I want to say shout out to Surprise Around the Corner. I totally forgot today was July 4th. I knew a package came. So we went to the post office. Unfortunately, we couldn't get one of the packages because the part where we would have to get it was closed with where the people are. But this they put in a bigger mailbox, and Surprise Around the Corner sent me and Tramel a bunch of coffee and shots for our wedding anniversary. And see, that's what I was talking about. Somebody who pays attention. We wouldn't call it Coffee with the Kings if we didn't like coffee. And he sent us the good coffee. He sent us Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and he sent us these good old little powdered. I believe these are espresso shots. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 espresso shots, baby. When I make my coffee, those will go right in my coffee. Because anybody knows when I go to Starbucks, I will get me a caramel frappuccino with 2 shots of espresso. Jomel, stop. With 2 shots of espresso in it, and I'm good to go. So thank you, Surprise Around the Corner. We appreciate it. And your gift was the only one we were able to get. Somebody else sent something that's still there, but it was closed. It was too big to put in a different size mailbox. This was able to fit in a different size, so that's why we were able to get it. The other thing was too big, so we have to go pick that up on Monday. And I believe, if it's who I think it is, they sent 2 gifts, and one was supposed to come yesterday, and one is supposed to come Monday. So maybe I'll go in the morning to get it, so that because it'll probably be there in the morning because it got to come through the post office anyway. So I'll go pick it up in the morning so that when we do the show on Monday morning, you guys can see what we got. All right. Hey, Marcinia. Juanithia, I'm sorry. Hey, Bo. Hey, Leo. Yes. So I'm trying to think about what we're going to talk about today because I kind of want to talk about a bunch of things, but at the same token, this is not Joseph Rance. So, I keep Coffee with the Kings on one level. And when I do Joseph Rance, it can go any which way I want it to go. So, today, what do you, Jomel? Why? Why? Huh? Why? So anyway, you know what? This dog is gonna make me kill him. He is. Jamal, you gonna get it? Okay, I ain't gonna say a word. Anyway, this I can't with this dog. I just can't. He's a puppy. I know he's not even a year old, but he's a hot mess. He's a hot mess. Oh, hey, Donna. So I'm trying to think of what I want to talk about today. Because I have a million things running in my head that I could talk about, and I can't really talk about a million different things if I wanted to. But I'm trying to keep it politically correct, and I'm trying to keep it positive. I am. I ain't gonna let the devil use me, because it won't be the devil, it'll be me doing what I want to do. Stop. So, get out. Get out. Go. 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 All right. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get him out of here so that my train of thought can be right. because my train of thought is not going to be right until I fix what I need to fix. Go. And don't come back. All right. So he ain't gonna bark and carry on because he's in the room with Tremel now. Because he's not gonna get on my nerves today. If I was downstairs on the couch like yesterday, y'all saw he was quiet. He didn't do nothing. He laid there and go to sleep. I don't know what it is about this room and me sitting up talking that he decides he want to carry on. Hey, Monson. Hey, Shar. So, today we are doing, well, we are grilling out. I seasoned all the meat yesterday. I look so red. Because I am red. I seasoned all the meat yesterday, so all Tremel has to do is go out there and cook. And if he don't feel better, I'm going to have to go out there and cook. And then cook all the food I'm going to cook as sides in the house. And that was the one thing we went and bought all this meat. And then yesterday I realized you can buy no sides. Luckily, I got a whole bunch of rice in the house. I got a whole bunch of macaronis. So what I'm going to do is make some tuna mac salad and probably some jambalaya rice. And probably some jambalaya rice to go with everything, because we got steak, we got ribs, we got hamburgers. He didn't want no chicken, which is fine because we've been eating chicken a lot. He didn't want no chicken, so we brought chicken, but we're not cooking chicken. We're cooking corn on the cob. We're doing mushroom kebabs. We're doing pepper, onion, and sausage kebabs. It's just me and him. So it'll be a lot, but a little, because we're only cooking enough for us, because me and Tremel tend to cook. Like 20 people is coming over, and then we have all this food, and we'll eat from it probably today, tomorrow, and maybe Monday. So this time he was like, nope, we gotta cut down because we tend to cook like we cook for a whole bunch of people. I know Monica is cooking out today too. So you better get up, move on, because you in Mississippi. And I knew it's going to get hot there, because here today it's a heat advisory, but it's only going to be 88 degrees. But the humidity is what's causing the heat advisory, because I told y'all we live up in the mountains. So it's either raining, snowing, or it's humid, because we're all the way up with the clouds. And it's crazy because when I drive from Jersey here, or from here to Jersey, you can actually tell the difference in altitude. It's weird. It's like being in a plane. So when you come here, it's like your ears start to pop the closer you get to like Albany, stuff like that. And then when you go home, and it's weird because my body reacts to it, I guess because of the dialysis. When I go, I'm fine. But when I come back, like all my muscles cramp, and I know it's coming from the dialysis. All my muscles cramp, and I think it's because my body's getting used to the low, high altitude. It's crazy. It's weird. Hey, positive mukbanger. Come on, Reese. You ain't that far. Hey, Love Kings. So, other night, y'all was cracking up at my going to jail story. But for real, when that happened to me, I realized that I play too much and that I need to be more serious, because people need to take me serious, because I was really in a situation and nobody believed me. Nobody believed that I was in a situation because I play so much. So everybody thought I'm playing, and I'm like, it ain't April Fool. I'm really getting arrested. I'm really going to jail right now. Somebody needs to take me serious. It's just Funny, funny, funny. You coming in like a tornado. Yes. So again, shout out to Surprise Around the Corner. All the coffee. We appreciate it and we love it. And now you know when we have coffee with the Kings in the morning, what coffee we'll be drinking once the coffee we already have runs out. Here you go, right here. It's something good stuff. What's this? This is medium roast. This is dark roast. This is right now, I can tell you my favorite. This is another dark roast. Again, my favorite. And the Dunkin' Donuts one is the original blend, which with Dunkin' Donuts you can't go wrong because their coffee is double. And these are Stoke espresso shots. These are going right in my coffee, and I'm going to be good and wired in the morning. So on Monday, if y'all see me like, hey y'all, how you doing? No, I'm wired off of the shots. Just know that I am wired off the shots. Oh, I really lost for a topic today, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me today. I'm just talking to entertain y'all at this moment because I can. Because I'm lost for a topic. I really didn't have a topic. Monica's topic I've talked about before. About but I can add on to her topic. Cause I'm like her in a sense. Don't do something for me and then want to tell me that you did something for me, especially don't. Cause I'll undo everything you did the minute you say, well, I did, okay. I did it with somebody I was dating. The one time I told him I didn't want to go out, I didn't feel like it. He wanted to sit there, well, I did this and I did that and I did this. I packed everything up in the garbage bag. I said, you know what? I changed my mind. Since you're right. I'm going to come to your job. I packed every last thing he gave me. And we were not the same size, not the same size shoe, not the same size clothes, down to the bottle of liquor. I put everything in the garbage bag. I went right to his job and I said, here, now you didn't do shit. And I got in my car and I drove away. Because one thing you won't do is sit and tell me what you did for me. That you will never do. You just won't. And I'm like Monica when it comes to that. I will undo everything you did. If I have to break it, flush it down the toilet, give it back, but I will give it back to you. Because, here you go. I didn't do nothing. Now, what? Well, that's not why I said that. Well, guess what you shouldn't have did? You shouldn't have told me in the first place. Because now that you told me, I don't want nothing you did for me. Because that means you didn't do it because you wanted to do it. You did it expecting something in return. And now, because I don't want to give you what you want in return, or I just decided to say no because I didn't feel good and you didn't bother to ask me why I said no, then it is what it is. I don't care. Y'all know when I say I don't care, I don't care. But that's why I was listening to Monica today and I was like, yeah, she an Aries, honey. She just like me. You ain't doing nothing for me and think that you're gonna hold it over my head for the rest of my life, honey. Because I will undo it so fast or give it back to you so fast that your head will motherfucking spin and you'll be sitting there like, what? What? I'm supposed to sit around and listen to you? No, I can fix that. Have this back. Take this back. So you want to keep saying, well, I did and I did. Take it back. Give it to somebody else. Maybe they'll appreciate it more than me and bow down to your beck and command because I'm not going to. You did what you did. Okay. And what do you want? You tell me what you want. You get what you want, but then you want to keep telling me what I did for you, what you did for me. It don't work that way. It don't. Don't rub alcohol away too. Right, Lois? I just give it back. No, see, I give it back, especially like if it's something I know they can't use. Here, take it back, because now it's just gonna take up space. I'd rather them watch themselves throw away their own money, or watch themselves get rid of what it was that they were sitting there bragging that they gave me or did for me, because I don't have time for it. I don't. Because some people act like they just act like you constantly owe them. I mean, I don't know no store that you go in and buy a loaf of bread and you continually can walk in the store and get free bread because you brought bread on March 21st, and now on April 21st, I'm supposed to go back in the store and get free bread because I paid you last month. So I want this bread free again. No, the new bread costs. Or where can you go and get your hair done and tell the girl, well, remember, girl, remember when I watched your kids and I ain't charged you nothing? Well, now you need to do my hair for free. But I already did your hair for free because you asked. Nope, I'm not done. Where they do that at? Where do you pay for something and have to continually pay for it over and over and over again? I don't know. I don't understand. Unless it's a payment plan. Unless it's like, honey, even if you go to Rent Center, eventually the payment stops when it's paid for. Hey, Ashley. Right, right, positive. That you're exactly right. It speaks to what their motives was to begin with. Exactly. It speaks to what their motives were to begin with. You didn't do it for me because you wanted to be nice. You didn't do it for me because you just saw me in need and said, oh, you know what? Joseph needed a new pair of shoes. So let me buy him a new pair of shoes. No, you did it looking for something in return. And then when you don't get what you want, now you want to say, well, when I brought him some shoes, bitch, I walk barefoot and get all kind of glass and rocks up in my motherfucking feet before I sit and let you continually say what you did for me. Because it's not going to happen, because I'm just not that person. I have watched people do it to people that I know, and I'm sitting there like, well, why don't you just give it back? Well, because I need it. You don't need it that bad. You don't need nothing like that bad. Give it back. I had a friend that one of my other friends was doing it too so bad. I said, bitch, give it back. I'll buy you a new one. And I did. And they ain't never heard from me out of my mouth that I ever did anything for them. I was so tired of my other friend running around telling, look at what I did. Look at what I did. That's why, and it's no shade to nobody, but that's why I've had people offer me to like do the check to give me a kidney. I don't want nobody I know to give me a kidney. Because see, the day you look at me and say, well, I gave you my kidney, I swear to you, I was standing there and try to cut it out of my body. So a lot of people thought I was being mean and I was being shady when I said that I don't want your kidney. It wasn't that. It was that I'd rather get it from a stranger that I don't know than somebody that I do know that can keep running to me telling me what they did for me and it's because of me that you have a kidney, you don't have to do dialysis no more. No. And people always, well, you didn't ask nobody. Nope. I don't want nothing from nobody I know. I'd rather a total stranger come out of the woodworks and say, you know what? I heard your story and I want to test to see if we are a match. And if we are a match, I'll get fine because they go their way, I'll go my way after it's done. And I ain't got to hear about what you did for me. Anybody's like, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy because, see, I can't undo a kidney. So I would have to sit and listen. And I know somebody that happened to. The person gave them a kidney, and all they sit and do is, oh, yeah, that's my best friend. I gave her my kidney. Oh, yeah, that's my best friend. I gave her my kidney. My kidney, my kidney. Yes, if it wasn't, when they get mad, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have a kidney. See, you won't ever do that to me. Ever. Right, Ashley, and then you have people that don't remember what you did for them. Because, see, those people that don't remember what you did for them, it wasn't enough. See, you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough to equal whatever it was they did for you. So they don't remember what you did. I gave you this, and I gave you that, and I did this, and I did that. And then when you bring up, well, I did this. I don't believe you keep a record of what you did for me. But you just ran down a whole list of things you did for me. I just mentioned one thing that I did for you, but you sitting there acting like it was nothing. I've been in arguments like that too. But see, I ain't want to throw stuff in people's face, but if you try me, I will throw it in your face. Everything that I've ever done. And then say, then what? Because see, I don't care one way or another. Because one thing about me, if I lend somebody money, if I give somebody something, I don't look for nothing in return. And especially if I lend you money, I'm not lending you no more than I'm willing to lose. Because I'm just not, because they ain't a guarantee you're going to get it back. Everybody going to pay you back when they need the money. But when they get the money, it's not a guarantee you're going to get the money back. So I don't give people more than I'm willing to lose. It's just that way. You're right. If I do something for someone, it's between me and right. That's what I hate about people. As soon as they get mad, they want to run and tell everybody you know, I did this for them, I did that for them, blah, 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 blah. It's like, come on now. Do it out the kindness of your heart. Do it because you want to do it. Like I had a friend that one of our friends fell on hard times. And what he don't know is that all of us, I brought him food one month. One of my other friends brought him food another month. My friend didn't tell nobody. None of us told anybody. Oh, but I don't know. Somebody must have said to him we should get together and buy him groceries. So all of us that had already did it was like, well, if that's what you want to do it. So, of course, now you want to talk about all of us, not knowing that when we got paid, we went and just took him to the store and let him buy whatever he wanted to stock up his house for the month. Because you don't know that because he didn't tell you and we're not telling you. But what I'm not going to do is contribute to you giving him food when you could do the same thing we do because you got a good job like all of us. So he goes, some of our friends that didn't do it and they didn't know what we did, they gave him money. So he takes my friend to the store, he's buying up all this food, he pays for it. As soon as they had an argument, I went and collected money from everybody you know. And then there was people that didn't even want to give money. And I went and brought you all this food. I added all, and I was like, really? First of all, you don't even know that the ones of us that told you no had already filled his house up months prior to you deciding to do what you was doing. So if we all would have sat and waited for you, he'd have been starved to death. That's number one. Number two, really? Because you mad now, you want first of all, you trying to throw us under the bus because we didn't give you money. And you mad about that. Then you try to make him feel bad. I went to everybody and only certain people gave me money. The rest of them could care less about you. Of course, my friend didn't get in his feelings because he already knew what the rest of us, he figured it out. He was like, I already know who said no. And he was like, you know what? He said, yes, I do. And he named the three of us that had went and brought him food prior. And he was like, how did you know they said no? They told you what I was going to do? He said no. And he never told him we brought him food. See, I can rock with somebody like that. Because, again, once you show somebody who you are, they know. And I told my friend, I said, see, better you than me. But everything in my house, I would have packed in a garbage bag and gave it to him. I said, because you know if you recall the three of us and told us what happened, the three of us would have got together and went and brought you more food. I said, he would have got all that food and I would have told him to take it home and eat his damn self. Because what you're not going to do is sit around and talk about what you did for me. Like, I don't get why people do that. What is it doing? Or people that give homeless people money on the street and they want to stand there and click a selfie. Or they want to click a selfie and then post it to their Facebook page. Oh, today I gave a homeless man $20. Okay. So are you doing it for the accolades, for people to say, oh, good job? Or are you doing it because you felt like really helping somebody? I don't give nobody nothing unless I feel led to do it. If I don't feel led to do it, I'm not giving it to you. I'm just not. There are times when I go past people and I'm like, child, I ain't giving her no money. And there's other times when I go past people and my spirit says, give them whatever you got. There have been plenty of times I have been sitting in my car at the light, and when I get change, I just throw it in my car and I just reach down and pick a handful. And it ain't pennies, it's quarters, nickels, and dimes. And I reach in and grab a handful and just get it to them. Because that's what I don't really carry cash on me. And they be so thankful and grateful for that. Or like the man that used to be by the Dunkin' Donuts by our old house. He stand in front of Dunkin' Donuts every morning and he opened the door for you. I would give him $1. Because at least guess what you do? You try to work for any amount of money somebody willing to give you on their way in or their way out. At least you try to work for it, you opening the door. You ain't just standing there talking about, give me money, give me money, give me money. you gotta, I think it's right, Lisa. It is a control thing to a degree, but it's also they want accolades for what they did, and it ain't that serious. Because in their mind, they don't think that a person will give them back everything they did or undo whatever they did, or if it's money, if they don't have it, they can't just turn around and say, "Here, take it back." So, you know, they don't think people are going to like me. Whenever it happened, and I gave people back whatever they gave me and said that, they was saying, "Well, what I'm gonna do with this? I don't know." You should have thought about that before you said what you said. Because if you wouldn't have said it, you wouldn't be standing there with a bunch of stuff you can't use right now, or a bunch of stuff that ain't official to you right now. Because what I'm not going to do is throw it away. I want you to throw it away. I want you to throw away your own money or give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody else. Or you use it yourself. Because what I'm not going to do is sit around and ever let you say you did anything for me. Because it will be undone so fast. Child, you saw how Linda's head spun around the exorcist. It'll be faster than that. That's why when Monica said, "Hey, Miss Armstrong," hey, well, okay, let me see your transcript. That's why, you know, I'm careful with who I call a friend. I'm careful with who I let in my house. I'm careful in whose faces I smile up in because I don't trust nobody. Because until you prove me wrong, everybody wants something. Until you prove me wrong. Once you prove me wrong, we good. But until you prove me wrong, you want something. So I've had people that wanted to bless me literally almost beg me to take whatever it was they wanted to give me. No, no, no. I appreciate it. I really do, but no. No, come on, Joseph, for real. No. Please don't say no. No. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Because see, when I do that, if you throw it up in my face, I can always remind you that I told you no 1,000 times and you insisted upon doing it yourself. And, I always resort back to my mother because my mother was a giving person. She just gave, gave, gave. I swear, she was the type of person you say, I don't have a bed. She would make it her business to make sure you had a bed. And some people, the people that really wasn't using her, she would go out of their way to help her. They would tell her no. They don't know. I'm going to get it myself. No, you don't have to do this for me. No, no, no. And one day she told somebody, she said, let me tell you something. Don't block my blessing by stopping me from blessing you. Because as I bless you, I begin to become blessed. That made sense to me. And I said, well, that is true. In order to be blessed, you have to bless other people. I'm like, in order to be blessed, you have to bless other people. But I'm like, I just can't I can't. Like, it's hard for me to accept things from people. It's hard. It is really, really hard because it's just like, what do they want in return? What is it? What kind of blood do I have to bleed to satisfy you for what you did? And I've had people, Joseph, I don't want nothing. I just want to help you. I just want to bless you. I had one time, one of my friends, I was telling her something I was going through, and she was like, and you really wouldn't call me and tell me you couldn't pay your light bill? And I said, no, I would have sat there in the dark. And she was like, come on, bro, we not even like that with each other. I know we not like that with each other. But I would have sat in the dark until I got paid, and once I got paid, my lights would have been back on. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna call you and tell you, oh, I can't pay my light bill today, so they're gonna cut my lights off and I need your help. No, not me. I had somebody ask me about Tremel because they offered, when they saw the video when Tremel said he didn't take his medicine, they offered to pay whatever his medicine cost. And then they said, Joseph, how come you didn't answer that email? I was like, because I showed it to Tremel and he said no. What do you mean he said no? I said, he said no. He didn't want you to do that. And I know if I told you no, you probably would have went ahead and went in the video and cashed out us the money, and I would have been mad because he didn't want you to do that. But if I'm in the same situation as him. I hit my listen, blah, 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 blah. I said no, but he's not ungrateful. He's like me. He's not going to ask anybody for anything. We'll sit here and be without before we ask anybody for anything, because we won't say what you did or what I did for you. And who did it yesterday? Monica again. I think it was Monica when she said, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to have to sometimes rely on people. That's very hard for me to do. That is very hard for me to do. I can't just sit and I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I can't just sit and ask people, even if it's just the blessing of feeling amazing that you can bless someone else. Right, blogs. And I get it that people, you're taking away from that person's real heart desire to help. You are saying, but it's just so hard for me. And even Tremel, it's hard because it's hard for me because I don't know who's being sincere and who's looking for something in return. So most of the time when people say, oh, can I do? I'm like, no. And it becomes them, I'm not going to say begging, but them really asking me, please, Joseph, let me do this. And I'm like, no. But then when they keep insisting, I'm like, they are coming from a place of genuine concern, or they're coming from a place of really wanting to help me, bless me in a certain way. So let me go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and let them do what it is they want to do. Because I think if a person was doing it in malice, when I kept saying no, they would just give up and say, okay, fine. Because at that point, but when a person is still saying no, please don't say no, please just let me do this, please. That's a person that's really trying to help you, really trying to bless you, however they are doing it, whether it be giving you food, giving you money, buying you something, whatever the case may be. After a certain point, you realize that this person really is sincere and serious, so you go ahead and do it. But it's hard. It is hard. That's why when Monica did her live yesterday, it was pulling a lot of feelings and emotions up in me, because I'm like, yes, I'm that person. I'm not gonna ask nobody for help. I'm gonna figure it out on my own, and I'm gonna. Now, when I say help, I mean I need you to send an email for me. My computer broke. I ain't got no problem getting on the phone. Hey, blogs, listen. My internet down, my computer broke. Can you just do me a favor? Because I really got to send this email. If I tell you what to say, can you send this email to so and so? That I don't have a problem with. But for me to get on the phone and say, Monica, guess what? Me and Jamel can't eat this one. I need you, if you possibly could, to send us $50 to eat. Child, we were sitting here and starved to death. We were sitting here and starved to death because I wouldn't do it. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't. So I gave y'all those examples to show you what I mean. Like something simple, like sending an email or something minute, something little. I don't have a problem with asking somebody to help me. And like today, I was supposed to email this person back months ago. Me and Chanel actually had a person that was doing all of that. But then we found out they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do in a manner that they were supposed to do it. So we got rid of them. And then it became me having to sit there and read all the emails and answer all the emails and respond to all the emails. And it just got overwhelming. And this person came to me and I'm still trying. This morning I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this now so I can get this done and we can start this the way we want to start this. Because right at this point, I can't blame the other person no more because at this point it's me. I'm being lackadaisical. I'm being the one that is slow about it. So I said I didn't even call a new person we have doing it. I did myself. I sat there, I typed up the whole email at 7:30 this morning. I read it off to Tramel. I said, is this good? He said yes, because that's what the other person was going to do anyway. I said, right. So let me send this and we'll wait for a reply. And I'm like, I hate relying on other people to do things. I hate it. But it was, in the beginning, it was like overwhelming. We needed somebody, and the person that we had, people were receptive to them. They would call, they would make the arrangements. Like, one lady was like, oh, could I hire them to work for me? Because they're so professional and they saw this and they saw that. And then it just became, they got mediocre with it. And then the coronavirus came, so there wasn't many things you needed to call and schedule and do. So it just became a lackadaisical thing. So now you get replaced. And the new person we have is nice, just is. So if you need anything from me and Jamel, please understand that the person we hired to handle that will be calling you. Unless you specifically say you need to talk to one of us for that reason, then that's what will happen. But we have somebody that handles all of that for us. So, she really hasn't been busy because we can't really do nothing in the coronavirus. But when I got my car, I had an envelope in her glove box when all of the gas money I saved for her for 3 months later she found it crying because she showed me I did it. Right. Hey, Aaron. Years ago, I lost my car. I was right, Bobs. You are one in a million when it comes to that, because that's why I don't be liking to give people rides in my car, because they expect me to drive from here to Timbuktu and back, and they be looking at me like, thank you. I don't drive a car, I drive an SUV. So anybody that knows anything about an SUV knows that it eats up gas faster than a car. So now what I do and what I tell people is, okay, you want to ride? Let's do this. Since I work for Uber and Lyft, how about I turn on the app, and since you're standing here, you play a call, and I'll be able to get it because I'm standing here right now. And then I can take you wherever you want to go. Because that way, I take you wherever you want to go. As many stops as you want to make. Just put it in the app, and we can do all of that. All of a sudden now, they don't need to ride. All of a sudden now, they don't want to go nowhere. I'm not giving you no free ride. For what? I learned my lesson a long time ago. When I didn't have a car, who could I call for a free ride? Nobody. Oh, even my friend, she was working for, I didn't even ask. I would call her and be like, "You out working?" Or I said, "You working, or you working for Uber?" She was like, "Oh, I'm working for Lyft today." I said, "Okay, do this. Turn off the app. Come to my house. When I get in the car, turn on the app, and I'm gonna put in the order to go up to the corner store because the corner store was full." And she was like, "No, boo, you don't have to do that." I said, "Yes, I do. This is your way to make money. You got 3 kids you need to feed. Yes, I do." And she was like, "Well, you really don't have to, boo, but thank you." And I get in the car. She turned on the app. I placed my order. She did it because I'm already in the car. She tell me where I needed to go, and I come back home. Like, that's how it should be. Not always people with their hand out expecting something for free just because you're their friend. This is why people can't run businesses now. Because soon as they say, "Oh, I'm in business," well, what can I get this free? And people ask my sister for her book for free. And I'm sitting there like, and she's nice. "Oh yeah, well read it." I said, "If you give one more person a free book, I'll punch you in the mouth." Stop giving people stuff for free. As much as we love the Love Kings and Love Kings love us, Tyrone posted a shirt and I love the shirt. I was like, "Tyrone, is that one of your shirts for your collection you starting?" He was like, "No, but when we start one, I'm gonna send you a Tremella shirt." I said, "No, you're not." I said, "You're not gonna send us a shirt." I said, "Well, you will send us a shirt, but we're paying for the shirt because that's your business." I'm not, no. If you have a business and you want me to support you, I have no problem with doing that. None. I'm not one of the people that, "Oh, I want it for free." No. Now, it's a whole different story if you sit here and say, "Joseph, I want you to promote my product on your channel and you're gonna buy it." And no, I'm not. You want me to promote something for you. So how about we do this? Either you do it the right way and I send you our list of what we charge to add commercials and stuff in, or you send me your product, let me try it, and if I like it, I just, tell. We used to have a coffee sponsor. He just stopped it right now because he's trying to get medical licenses and stuff like that, so he couldn't sell the coffee. Well, baby, as soon as he starts that's some good coffee back up, me and Tramel will be sponsoring this coffee again. We would sit there and drink, baby. We would drink a whole bag of coffee. That coffee was that good that we would literally drink a whole bag of coffee in 2 days. People come to the house and we would be like, if they drink coffee, I'd be like, "I'm about to make you the best coffee you ever tasted in your life." And they would drink it and they'd be like, "Oh my God, where did you get this coffee from?" The coffee it tasted like silk going down your. I never had coffee that was that good. Never in my life. And he sent me a bag here and there. He would send us a bag. "Oh, y'all promoting it on your Coffee with the King," because of course we did it on Facebook when we was doing Coffee with the Kings. Hey, Beats. And we did it. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't looked at my phone. So anybody that came in that I didn't say hello to, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Tramel is missing because he's a little under the weather, but I'm here. So hello to everybody that I may not have spoken to. Hey, Medina. Medina, Tramel is his medicine, because he hasn't taken his medicine so long. So now that he's taking it, it's affecting him. Like yesterday when we went to pay the rent, his sugar dropped too low, so I had to pull out. Luckily, we had brought a soda when I had stopped to get gas, and we had brought a soda. So he had to drink mine, and I had to drink his because he had a Coke Zero, and I had a regular Coke. So he had to drink mine, but his sugar dropped so low, I had to pull over to another gas station and get him some candy. So his body just got to get regulated back to all the meds because he hasn't taken them in like 3 to 4 months. So he's just feeling a little, before he takes his medicine, he's fine. But once he takes it, he gets sluggish and want to lay down, and he feels nauseous, and his body just gotta get used to all the stuff that because he takes a lot of stuff, so his body just gotta get used to it again. So that's why he's not here, and he wasn't here yesterday and the day before, because now he has everything. His body just has to get adjusted to it. And anybody who's diabetic knows if your sugar drops too low, that's not a good thing. Jomel is in the room with him because I kicked Jomel out of here with me because he started acting up as soon as I started the live. But blogs, that coffee, let me tell you something. Me and Tremel, I'm not lying to you. The bag was bigger than this. It was like a pound. Is this a pound? No. It was like a pound or 2 pounds of coffee. I promise you. Me and Tremel would drink the whole. He would be shocked. God, I sold it. He said, "You and I said, dude, we drank the whole bag." He said, "Because we would get whole bean because we have a coffee grinder." Oh, child, you grind up the coffee bean. And one thing I learned about coffee and chocolate, whatever you grow them next to, they take on the fragrance and the taste of whatever you grow next to. I learned that from. I went to Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and they did like a chocolate tasting. They had this whole thing where you learn about chocolate and how chocolate is grown and how cocoa looks and how chocolate starts out before it becomes chocolate and how they decide what to do. So if you ever get coffee that kind of has like a chocolate taste, it's because it was grown next to chocolate, because chocolate and coffee take on the flavor of whatever is around them. So like you get coffee and you also get coffee that has like a lavender flavor or a lavender smell, chocolate that has a lavender flavor, a lavender smell, or a cherry smell, or a cherry. It's because it was grown by cherries or it was grown by lavender. So when he sent us the coffee, because I knew that when I'm drinking it, I'm like, oh my God, they had to grow this literally on top of chocolate because it was like, it tasted like coffee, but it had an undertone of chocolate. But I had never had coffee so smooth in my life. Like it just went down your throat like silk. It was like the best coffee. And I told him, I said, you named it the right thing. That's some good coffee, because that was the name of it. That's some good coffee. So if y'all ever see us put up the link, the first thing you need to do if you're a coffee drinker is go and order you some. That's some good coffee. Actually, he told me in China that if he doesn't start it up again, he's going to tell us how to, start our own brand of coffee. I want the same one he was selling. So if he doesn't do it soon, we'll probably start one called the King's Roast, and we'll sell the coffee. And what happened? He probably walking around. Hold on. What happened? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, blogs, thank you. Because that was a mistake. Can you see? Yes, Medina, I can. Hey, Arlene. Hold on. You know what? The Love Kids probably have their phone in their pocket, because this happened to me the other day on somebody that I was a moderator on, and my phone was in my pocket, and while I was walking, it was deleting people's messages. I fixed it. Well, blogs fixed it for you. Positive. Type something so I know that it's fixed. Okay, good. I made you a mod, so you don't have to worry about that. Monica, I keep trying to wake up early and see you, but I do not watch at night. But I do watch at night. Yeah. Yes, Medina, I can see you. Arlene, let me tell y'all something. Arlene Rose is my friend since junior high school. Arlene can tell you that the Joseph you see here, she used to bully me in school, y'all. Let me tell you how Arlene used to bully me. Arlene was the prettiest little girl, and Arlene used to bully me. When this one particular boy didn't want to be her boyfriend, she would come to me and say, Joseph, you're my boyfriend today. And I would say, no, I'm not. And she would say, yes, you are. You're going to be my boyfriend. And if you're not my boyfriend, I'm going to beat you up. So I would go along with it and be like, okay, I'll be your boyfriend. But then by the end of the day, him and her will make up. And she's like, you're not my boyfriend anymore. I left you for him. And I'm like, okay. Oh, my God. I love Arlene. That is like one of my friends I have had since, oh, my God, junior high school. Jomel, get away from the door. That is like one of my friends I have had since junior high school. And Arlene, I love her to death. I do. When we found each other on Facebook, I said, you remember you used to bully me? You used to bully me. You used to tell me I was cute and I was going to be your boyfriend. And if I wasn't your boyfriend, you was going to punch me in the face. And she said, no, I didn't. I said, yes, you did. You and Jeanette. Oh, I love her to death. I love her to death. I do. I love Ollie to death. And then Aaron, you still in here? If you in here, put a thumbs up. Put that emoji up. Cause me and Aaron met when I lived in Georgia for the 1 year and a couple of months that I was living there. And Medina, you hear him, right? Because he wanted to get in the room and I closed him out of the room. That ain't gonna happen today. So me and Aaron, we became friends, and then he moved out, and then I moved out, and then we ended up moving in together. And we used to have so much fun. I'd be working from home. He'd come home from work, stand in the kitchen, make a drink, and then pass me a drink, talk about here. All right, but I'm working. He said, okay, who's going to know you're in here drinking? Drink the damn drink. I'm like, okay. I'm home. Nobody going to know I'm drinking on the job for real. Joe Matt. Medina, your baby was almost going to yesterday. He really was. Yesterday, he was almost going. But I'll email you about that. Because I really was gonna email you yesterday and say, Medina, Jomel is on his way to you. Just tell me when you want to pick him up at the airport. I promise you. He really was. Because he's out of control. But right, as soon as you said Jomel, he came right to the door and he started barking. He was fine until you said Jomel. As soon as you said Jomel, he came to the door and started barking. Child, why did it get hot in here all of a sudden? Maybe because I'm mad on the inside because he barking and it's me heating myself up. Now he on his way to the basement. Well, I gotta use my hat. Thank you, Blogs. That Blogs put up the McRae Kingz boutique. She put up the McRae Kingz boutique link. So let me tell y'all what's happening. I had to email them today because every time we make a Jomel cup, they keep thinking because Jomel is so cute in the picture that we are taking a picture of a bowl that doesn't belong to us, and they keep deleting the mug. I don't know why they didn't delete the pillow, but every time we make a mug, they keep deleting the mug saying we don't have the rights to that picture. And I had to email them today and send them a picture of Jomel and say, the dog in the picture is my puppy. please stop deleting the picture of him. They keep deleting the picture because they keep thinking that it's a professional picture me and Jamel stole from somebody and trying to use it on our merchandise when it's a picture of Jamel. Y'all, excuse me for using my hat as a fan, but baby, it is hot in this room all of a sudden. Maybe I'm old and I'm flashing. Maybe I'm old and I'm flashing. I don't know what the problem is, but I believe you, Jamel, or putting roots on me, Medina, because it was not this hot in here 5 minutes ago. I swear it wasn't. Y'all ain't seen me fan not one time the whole hour I've been on so far. I took off the hat because I said it was hot, then I cooled down because I already know that a lot of heat escapes from my head. So when I wear hats, it makes me hot. So I took off the hat, and now I'm sitting here and I'm like burning up. I'm probably getting heat flashes. I ain't a woman, but still, I'm at that age of menopause. I'm gonna say menopause, not menopause, menopause, because it just got overwhelmingly hot here, and it's not as hot as it feels to me, for real, for real. But yes, 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 we are here. We are about to cook out. We are about to cook out right now. Well, in a few, I'm sure. Tramel, I hear him telling Jamel to get away from the door. So I'm sure he's up now. He's feeling better. Yes, positive mukbanger. Menopause. Man, it has to be something. Because just breaking out in heat, it happens sometimes. And I'll be cracking up because I'll be with my sister and she'll be like, oh, it's hot. I'm like, yeah, girl, it's hot. And then it just goes away. It's menopause. I'm sure men go through menopause where they just think, they don't know it's a hot flash. But it's the hot flash. I stay hot. Like, I literally stay hot. Poor Chanel, he be freezing at night. And I'll be so mad when he turn off that damn air conditioning. I'll be so mad. I roll over and I'm like sweating and I'm like, oh, he turned it off. But at that point, I don't even feel like, and then I sleep with a CPAP machine. So I had a thing over my face and I'm hot and I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. So I take off the CPAP and then I'm like, oh, yes, I can breathe. And the only kind of saving grace is that here at night, it gets cool. So it's not like it's hot as it is in the daytime. Because like I told y'all, we in the mountains. So it's like, it's not as hot. But as soon as that sun come up, baby, it gets hot. Because just like we in the mountains, we closer to the sun. We are closer to the sun. Right. Because like, ooh, it just hits me sometimes. And I'm like, oh, it's hot. And Tramel be like, no, it ain't. I'll be like, you ain't hot. He be like, no. I'm like, child, it's hot. Turn on the air, open the window. And he's like, but sometimes you know what I think it is? Because y'all know. If y'all don't know, I'll tell y'all that story on another day. But y'all know at one point I was confused and wanted to be trans. So I was pumping hormones. So I also think that the hormones are still in my system. So because technically I'm at an age where a woman would have menopause, I think the estrogen is still in me and reacting to my age. Because I swear to y'all, I'll get hot flashes. I don't care what nobody say. Because it just comes out of no, like just now. I'll be sitting down and all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, it's hot. And I'm like, my shirt is soaking wet right now. It's not hot like that in this room. It really is not. And I'm cooling down. The more I fan, I'm cooling down. But I think that's what it is. Ooh, child. I be telling y'all way too much business. Way too much business, honey. But it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of anything that I did. My story has helped people in the past that were a little bit confused about it and were, not sure of their decisions that they were making. I mean, I helped people make the decision to be trans because they knew what they were, but they was just a little confused about it. And then there was other people like me that did it and They just liked the attention they got and felt, okay, this is what I want to do. And they did it for a couple of months and realized this ain't all this cracked up to be. I don't really feel and desire that this is the way I should be. So, you know, it helps some people it doesn't, but it's neither here nor there. But anyway, oh, y'all, I have enjoyed this morning with y'all. I really have. Tomorrow, Tramel should be here. He should. Um, he should be here tomorrow. And if he's not, you'll have me once again. And for those of you who said you wanted to hear my pastor preach because you enjoyed what he said about me and Tramel the night of our wedding anniversary, I am going to share his sermon tomorrow because my church is still doing church from home. I'll share his sermon tomorrow on my Facebook page, or if you have a Facebook page, you can just go on to Facebook and join Unity Fellowship Church of Newark, Newark, because there's a Unity Fellowship Church in most places, so it's Unity Fellowship Church Newark. And you can definitely hear him give a word tomorrow. And trust me, you won't be sorry. He definitely gives a good word. The problem is he gives a word when I'm on. So I go back and watch after we get off. But I always share the live. So if you don't join the Unity Fellowship page and you are on my page, Joseph McRae, I have 2 Joseph McRae pages. So it will be the page. If you join my Facebook page, you can join either one. I'm on the one with the picture of me and Tramel, with me standing in front of Tramel. Not the picture with us standing side by side. That's the one I used to use for work because I used to have one for work, and then I had my little cut-up one. Now that I'm not able to work anymore, I don't really use the one I used to use for work. I use my cut-up one most of the time. So if you want to add me on Facebook, it is the one with me and Tramel, with me standing in front of Tramel and Tramel on the side of me. Thank you, blogs, for putting it in the comments again. The McRae Kingz Boutique, Blogs and Fiction, put it in the comment section for you guys. Go check out the merchandise. We apologize. The Jomel mug was there. We made the Jomel mug. We have to do it again because they keep removing it every single time we do it because they keep saying we stole it. Well, the picture doesn't belong to us, not that we stole it. But that's what they're implying, that the picture doesn't belong to us. So I had to send them pictures of Jomel from my phone in my house so they see that it's my dog. But that's a good thing that they think my dog is so cute that he's too cute to actually be my dog. What else? Make sure on July 16th, you subscribe to MJ&J Family Mukbangs because Jayla is having her, if I'm correct, Monica, correct me, I believe her 5th birthday party or 4th birthday virtual party. And if you watch Monica's mukbang that she did the other night, Jayla said all of us are invited and she wanted all of us to come. So make sure on July 16th that you are at Jayla's birthday party. And make sure you go and join MJ&J Family Mukbang if you haven't already. And if you would like to send Jayla a birthday gift, you can always look in Monica's description box and you can email her on ways to do that. For the record, Jayla loves Barbies. And make sure right after that, following weekend, you look out for the panel featuring me and Tramel, MJ&J Family Mukbang, Monica, as well as Blogs and Fiction. She will host it as well as giving commentary on the topics we discussed as well. So look out for that. And thank you, Florida. And I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Keep your questions coming for Q&A with the Kings on Thursdays. You don't have to wait till Thursday. You can send them in now, because what I do is I always compile them into one list, and that way y'all see me read them off my phone. I put them in my notes so that I can just read them all together at one time. You guys sent some good questions this week. So keep the good questions coming. And like somebody asked yesterday, no question is really taboo unless you start asking personal questions of how we get down in bed and all of that. That ain't none of your business. Because people have that. And that ain't none of your business. And you was blocking Positive Mukbanger, everything she said. But we fixed it. We fixed it. I know it was an accident. I know it was. Yeah, and anything you need from me and Tramel, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us on all those social media outlets as the McRae Kingz, as well as our individual pages. If you want to follow us individually on Facebook, it will be Joseph McRae or Tramel McRae. You'll find us on Facebook under our individual pages as well. We do have individual Instagrams also, but neither one of us really go on our individual pages. We both use the McRae Kingz everything, so that way we keep it down to a minimal. But if there's anything you ever wanted to talk to me about in private, you can add my Instagram. I believe my Instagram name is Quan41671. I think Tramel's is Prince Tramel. I think so. I'm not sure, but I know mine is Quan 41671. QUAN 41671. And if you want to support the King's platform, you can feel free to do so. You can send us a super chat at any time we are live, or you can cash app us at the MKingz, $ the MKingz, and that's Kings with a Z and M as in McRae, as well as our PayPal will be listed in the description box. And if you do have a product you want us to promote or anything like that, the PO box is in the description box as well. And with that being said, I was just trying to check the comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. Unless any of you have anything else to ask me or say or any of that, let me know now or forever hold your peace. And I'm sure I missed some people's comments because I really wasn't reading the chat today because I'm by myself. And I didn't want to take all my attention off of you guys to read the chat. So now, if you said anything to me that I overlooked, or y'all doing a cooking show tonight? Actually, you know what? I know next week I know I'm doing a potato salad next week, and I know in Q's World asked me to do the cabbage and tomatoes, like I told Blog and Fiction. I know Michelle wants me to do potato salad, which those two go great together. And other people ask me about the spicy peanut butter and jelly chicken. So I probably will do all three of those at some point next week. It probably won't be a live video. I'll record the video and edit it and then put it up for you guys. Today, I'm not really making nothing. I mean, we can go live at some point and while we grilling or whatever. But today, all I'm doing is tuna mac salad. I mean, if you want to see how I make my tuna mac salad, I don't have a problem with recording it and posting it. I can do that. There's not an issue. But I'm not really cooking anything today that's like, extraordinary. But I tell y'all this: shoot an email of what you want to see me and Tramel cook. I did the one thing I did that not that I'm famous for, but that most people like is my peach cobbler. Tramel already did his baked ziti. I did the fried ribs, and the other thing that most people love that I make is potato salad. Like once I will not be working, if I made a potato salad, I was designated the potato salad man every time we had a potluck. Nobody wanted anybody to make potato, even at church. They wanted me to make the potato salad, or they wanted me to make the tuna macaroni salad. So those two things I can make. Okay, Ashley, I'll tell her. Those two things I can make. Tramel makes amazing garden spaghetti. I say garden because he has a lot of peppers and onions, and it's chopped up real big, and he doesn't let the peppers and onions cook till they're soft, so it has a crunch. And the spaghetti sauce is amazing. It's off the chain. I'm trying to think. My macaroni and cheese is, it's good. It's good. I can show y'all how to do that my way. What else? One day I might show y'all how I make burgers, but I know Tramel can't watch the video because if he sees what I actually, well, I didn't even do it today, but because I didn't even do it last night. But if he actually sees all the stuff I put into a burger, he probably won't eat them anymore. One thing about him is he loves my cooking, but some of the things I put in the food, if he knew it, he wouldn't eat it. Just because he'd rather just eat it and not know what's in it, as opposed to, and it's nothing bad. It's just sometimes I cook and there's things in my food that just you'd be like, oh wow, he put that in there. But trust me, it is the wrong. I taught my niece how to make mac and cheese, and she won't tell my sister how I did it. And she makes it all the time now. And my sister's like, what did you tell her to put in that macaroni and cheese? Because she won't tell me because it is always good. I said, that's because I told her don't tell you. And that means my niece can keep a secret, and I love her for it. Because me and my sister argue all the time about potato salad. Because I make a sweet potato salad, and she makes a more saltier potato salad. Not that it's salty like that, but it's more, you get more salt flavor from her potato salad versus mine. Mine is more sweet, her versus hers being salty. Her potato salad is not bad at all. And I haven't seen her on this live today, so I'll say it because she's not here. Her potato salad is good. It really is. But I always tease her and tell her that it's not good. Now, what I will tell y'all, you need to let, I probably will have to do a Zoom and pre-record it, but what she needs to teach y'all how to make is cornbread. My sister will make a cornbread that tastes like a straight up cake. She makes cornbread in any kind of flavor you want. And I like the plain. I'm not a person, I like plain stuff. I don't like all this extra stuff. Like, give me an M&M plain or M&M peanut. I don't want M&Ms with pretzels in them and brownies and all the extra stuff. I like stuff plain. So if you give me plain, I'm good. But the way I'm used to it. So her plain cornbread, I love it. But everybody goes crazy for all the rest of the cornbreads that she makes. Yes, blog, my ribs come out tender, don't they? You was like, how he frying ribs? Them things gonna be tough. Hey, Antoine. Coffee's in, Antoine. Somebody sent me in Tramel coffee for our anniversary. Antoine had my cooking. Antoine, matter of fact, when I made peach cobbler for the church, Antoine sat there and ate them all. He bought them all for himself. And he had the tuna mac salad, and he had Tramel's baked ziti. And I want to say he had my potato salad too, because whenever we would cook for church, we would bring food to the church. So Antoine, no, he's one of the people in here that has tasted my food, so he could tell you. Antoine was like, I'll pay you to make me a pan of potato salad. I will pay you, Joseph. I will pay you. And I never did it. You see, he said he still needs his pen. Well, y'all, I want all of y'all to enjoy your 4th of July. Enjoy your Independence Day today. Make it the best day ever. And as you know how we always do here at the McRae Kingz, walk in peace, love, happiness, and sunshine. Make sure you subscribe to Blogs and Fiction. Let me see your transcript. Surprise around the corner. Well, I feel like I'm Monica, MJ&J Family Mukbang. The Positive Mukbanger. And yeah. And we will see you guys. If we don't see you later on today, which we probably will, he'll be out back, half in the garage and half out of the garage, cooking the food. If he does go live, I'll tell him to let me know and I'll come outside, or else I'll go live in the house while I'm doing the tuna mac salad. And I'm probably going to make jambalaya. I probably will, or dirty rice. One of the two. Jambalaya or dirty rice. And I'll go live if he doesn't want to go live. But that's our day. We're not doing much. We just cooking, staying in the house, staying corona free. And on that note, enjoy your day. Thank you, Ashley. Enjoy your day. Walk in peace, love, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember, it's Team McRae all damn day. Y'all, enjoy your day. Make it the best day ever. And if it's really hot where you are, stay inside in the AC. Later, y'all.